The doors of the Interstellar Academy gym hissed open, and the world inside paused. The clang of metal halted. The hum of gravity engines fell into an uneasy silence. Even the floating dust motes seemed to hang in midair, as though afraid to fall. Because someone new had stepped inside. A human. Not just any human. A Deathworlder named Rex Dalton. Rex walked in with a calm expression, hands resting behind his back as if he were entering a quiet library instead of a training arena built for species who could crush steel beams with one hand. The gym's red and blue hollow lights flickered across his face, painting him like a warrior carved out of shadow. Every alien in the room tensed. Near the grav track, a scaled student named Vornak muttered, "That's him, the creature from a Tier 8 world. He looks so small." Across the hall, a tall, feathered trainee named Saral whispered, "Small things bite the hardest. My cousin met a human once. Still has nightmares." Rex heard them. He didn't slow down. The instructor, a towering four-armed Bruton named Korvac, stepped forward with a grin far too confident for his own good. "Welcome to gym class. Try not to die." Rex smiled politely. "I'll do my best." The class swallowed collectively. His voice wasn't threatening, yet something in the tone felt like thunder politely waiting for permission to strike. Korvac clapped his massive hands together. "Warm-ups. Let's start slow." The aliens groaned. Warm-ups under Korvac were anything but slow. Today, though, his grin widened as he turned toward Rex. "Human, show everyone how you stretch. I'm curious." A hush dropped like a stone. Rex shrugged. "Sure." He placed one hand on the floor, then the other. Then he lifted himself into a perfect one-arm handstand, switched hands mid-air, and calmly lowered himself into a hovering sideways plank that bent gravity's patience. Saral choked out. "Is that even legal?" Vornak muttered. "His spine is committing war crimes." Rex dropped lightly back to his feet as though gravity adored him. "Done." Korvac's grin twitched. "Show off." "Maybe," Rex replied, "or maybe I'm just warming up." A low wave of murmurs spread. Some impressed, some scared, some desperately pretended they weren't. Korvac cleared his throat. "Fine, enough flexibility. Time for strength drills. Let's see what you've got, human." He led the class to a platform surrounded by red hazard lights. The high-mass bench, loaded with weights meant to test beings who grew up lifting volcanic star ore. Korvac slapped a hand on the bar. "I'll set this low so you don't snap in half." Before he could adjust anything, Rex casually wandered over and added 2 more plates. Korvac stared. "That's above baseline Bruton capacity." Rex simply said, "I like a challenge." The class leaned in collectively. Someone whispered, "This is where he explodes." Rex lay on the bench, wrapped his hands around the metal, lifted the impossible weight as casually as picking up a sleeping cat. Up, down, not a tremor in his arms. At Rep 20, he asked, "Should I stop? I don't want to embarrass your equipment." Half the class coughed in shock. Someone laughed nervously. Someone fainted. Korvac's eye twitched so hard it looked like his soul was buffering. "Enough!" he barked. "Let's move on." But tension followed them like a shadow. Next came the grav track sprints, the magnetic hurdles, the zero-friction climb walls. Each one was designed to challenge alien physiology, not human biology. Yet Rex cleared them with a mixture of deadly focus and sarcastic commentary. Too slippery, too easy. "Is this one supposed to be difficult?" Korvac grew more annoyed and more nervous with every drill. But it wasn't until the impact test that the gym truly realized what kind of creature had joined their class. Korvac gestured at a hulking training robot, 4 meters tall, built with alloy thick enough to shrug off meteor fragments. It roared alive, slamming the ground with thunderous footsteps. "This," Korvac said loudly, "is the Crusher unit. It simulates close-quarters combat. Just survive one hit, and that's a pass. Rex looked at the robot, then at Korvac. Just one hit? Yes, human, one hit. Rex nodded slowly. Understood. The robot charged. Metal screamed. The floor trembled. Aliens scrambled backward, wings flapping, scales rattling, claws clenching the ground. Rex didn't move. The robot swung its massive arm downward, and in a calm, almost bored motion, Rex stepped aside. The Crusher's fist smashed into the floor, carving a crater. Rex reached up, tapped the robot on the back. The machine staggered. Then Rex spoke softly, almost kindly. You telegraph your swings. Bad habit. The robot whirled, roaring. Rex vanished in a blur. A moment later, he appeared behind it, hand pressed to a joint plate. He didn't punch, he didn't kick, he simply applied pressure. The robot collapsed like a dying star, crashing to the floor in a thunderous explosion of sparks. Every alien froze. Korvac's jaw dropped to an altitude no living creature had recorded before. How did you do that? Rex lifted his hand. The metal plate beneath his palm had a perfect circular dent. Just physics. The class stared at him like he had punched a god. Silence. Heavy, terrified, but echoed with something else, too. The faint spark of respect. Then from the back of the room, Vornak muttered loudly, reminding everyone of the truth they tried to ignore. He didn't even look tired. Rex smiled politely again, the same gentle, terrifying smile he'd worn when he first walked in. So what's next? Korvac swallowed so hard it echoed. Next, we break for lunch. Rex nodded. Good, I'm starving. He walked toward the exit, completely unaware that half the gym parted like waves before him. As the doors closed behind him, Saral whispered the words everyone else was too afraid to say aloud. We weren't training with him. We were surviving him. And tomorrow we have class again. Korvac shuddered. We're doomed. The next morning, the gym doors opened again, but this time, the silence wasn't shocking. It was dread. A thick, nervous dread that wrapped around every alien spine like a cold vine. Because Rex Dalton had returned, he stepped inside casually, carrying a small pack of human snacks. The moment he appeared, a group of insectoid trainees scrambled out of his path, clicking nervously. Feathered students tucked their wings tight. Scaled ones flattened themselves against the wall. Rex looked around, confused. Morning, everyone. No one answered. They were too busy remaining alive. Instructor Korvac strode in moments later, trying to act confident, even though his right eye still twitched from yesterday. He cleared his throat loudly. All right, today will be a controlled session. No surprises. Rex nodded politely. Sounds good. But fate never cared about control, or about Korvac. Today, something else had come to the gym. A sound cut through the room, a mechanical snarl, heavy footsteps, a shadow blocking the lights. Every alien froze as a massive shape entered the arena. It was Torgon, the Academy's undefeated champion, a giant obsidian-skinned titan from the war-world Dravok, twice as large as Korvac, covered in jagged armor grown from his own body. His eyes glowed like molten gold. He wasn't there for class. He was there for revenge, Korvac groaned. Not today. Torgon pointed at Rex, voice booming across the arena. Human, you humiliated our combat robots. You humiliated my cousin Vargul in front of the cafeteria yesterday. Rex blinked. The guy who tripped. He didn't trip. You broke his balance aura. I asked him to move. He did not. Rex shrugged. That's hardly my fault. Torgon cracked his knuckles. Today, human, I challenge you. Not training, combat. The gym gasped. Saral whispered, He's going to flatten the human. That titan is a monster. Vornak replied. If the human survives, I'm switching religions. Korvac raised all 4 arms frantically. Torgon, this is a gym class, not an arena. Put away your vengeance, Torgon roared. Silence. The challenge is issued. Then he pounded his fist on a control panel. The arena lights shifted to a deep crimson. The ground rumbled. The walls expanded outward, creating a circular battleground. Rex sighed softly. Why does everyone in this place wake up angry? Torgon stomped forward. Prepare yourself. Rex placed his snack bag gently on a bench. I just wanted breakfast. Too late. The arena gates slammed shut, and the Titan charged. The impact shook the facility. Torgon's first swing tore a trench through the floor where Rex had stood seconds earlier. Rex flipped backward, landing lightly, brushing dust from his sleeve. Torgon snarled. Stop moving! Then stop missing! Gasps echoed around the arena. Rex sprinted forward, weaving under Torgon's blows with movements too clean, too fluid. Every strike the Titan delivered could have crushed a transport ship's hull. Yet Rex dodged each one with dangerous calm. Korvac muttered, This is madness. Saral whispered, No, this is a Deathworlder. Torgon slammed both fists downward. Rex jumped straight onto the Titan's arm, running up it with perfect balance. Torgon swung wildly, trying to shake him off. Rex reached the Titan's shoulder and tapped it. You've got a tension knot right here. Torgon roared in confusion. What are you doing? Being polite. Rex flipped off the Titan, just as Torgon swung upward. The giant's own hand hit his shoulder with enough force to make him stumble back. The class winced. Rex landed on his feet again, sighing. You're strong, but predictable. You lead every attack with emotion, not intention. Torgon growled, voice trembling with fury. Fight me seriously. Rex's face changed. The calm disappeared. The polite tone faded. Something colder slipped into his eyes. You want seriousness? Fine. The arena lights flickered. Rex moved. Not fast, not loud, just decisively. He stepped into Torgon's range, caught a massive fist, and redirected it with shocking precision. The Titan crashed to one knee, shaking the whole arena. The watching students screamed. Korvac grabbed the railing, speechless. Rex approached the Titan slowly. Every footstep echoed with a weight that didn't match his size. You think humans like me enjoy this? You think we want to fight? My world taught me to survive, not destroy. I didn't come here to prove anything, but you won't stop unless someone shows you why Deathworlders are feared. Torgon swung again desperately. Rex dodged, grabbed the Titan's arm and pressed his palm to a nerve cluster near the elbow. The Titan froze. Rex spoke softly. Pressure point. Dravok physiology. Your people shouldn't brag so loudly during anatomy lessons. With a sharp movement, Rex forced the Titan flat onto his back. The entire arena trembled as the giant crashed to the floor. The students stared in disbelief. Rex stood over the fallen warrior. This ends here. No more challenges, no more tests, no more fear. Understand? Torgon groaned in defeat. I yield. Rex offered a hand. The Titan hesitated, then took it. Rex pulled him up effortlessly. Torgon stared at him, stunned. You are different. Rex smiled faintly. So are you. The arena lights returned to normal. The gym doors unlocked. The tension that had strangled the room slowly began to loosen. Korvac approached, still in shock. Human! Rex! That was a high-level combat encounter. Highly dangerous, potentially lethal, and you handled it like a morning jog. Rex shrugged. I still haven't eaten. The entire gym stared at him. Then one by one, something unexpected happened. Saral approached. If you ever want a training partner, I'd be honored. Vornak followed. If you need help decoding alien manuals, I owe you my life for not destroying the gym. Even Torgon stepped forward. Human. Rex. You have my respect, and my apology. Rex nodded. No hard feelings. Korvac raised his arms. Class. Dismissed. And someone, please, get the human a meal before he fights the cafeteria next. Rex finally picked up his snack bag and headed toward the exit. As the doors opened, he turned back slightly. See you tomorrow. The class stiffened. Tomorrow. Korvac's soul almost left his body. Tomorrow? Again. Rex grinned. Don't worry, I'll try not to break anything. The doors closed behind him. Silence filled the gym. Then Soral whispered what everyone else was thinking. He didn't say he'd go easy. Vornak crossed his arms. I told you, I'm changing religions. Korvac groaned loudly. This academy isn't ready for a Deathworlder. But ready or not, he was here. And fear had learned a new name. Subscribe to my channel for more sci-fi stories.